against Resurgence, match number 1, game number 2. So we did see game number 2 already going on the way. So how did you feel about that game?
Ooh, Honor MYA had a rough match earlier. They were holding the line, trying to overtake RSG. They had a moment in the mid game right there where they almost took over, but it never came true. And RSG just grasping, realizing the Hayabusa and Kagura, getting the items for themselves and just take the game because they're too strong with their composition. Right now, we are seeing a jaw hit ban, and MYA does not like any jaw hits in the enemy team. Selena getting taken out as well. And I believe that Honor MYA would like to ban out Hayabusa though.
Well, I do like this. I do like these bans here coming in from the side of MYA. Excuse me, for the side of Resurgence. MYA with the ban on the jaw hit. So we did see that Resurgence did use that jaw hit to varying degrees of success in the previous game. So I feel that maybe it could be. It just goes to show that the level of disruption as well, the damage that jaw hit can provide for a lot of the teams is definitely going to be something that a lot of teams have to be very wary of. I do think that Hayabusa could be banned out here.
That leaves out Grok. That leaves out Grok for Honor MYA.
Yeah, so it could actually be very interesting here. Resurgence in a very interesting spot here. It's either
they have to let go either one.
You have to let go either one. So because Hellcat was banned already on the side of MYA, if they ban out they ban out Martis,
they're leaving out 2 so they can take 1 for themselves. Really interesting.
I think it's a very smart choice coming in from Resurgence.
So MYA has to choose right here. Will it be the Hayabusa or will it be the Grok? But I see Grok.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be Grok, definitely. Okay, like as much as I would like to think that the Hayabusa pick would have been better, Grok definitely helps the team on the macro level, mainly because of the passive. We've been talking about it time and time again. You have more rotation speed. You definitely will be able to enjoy the benefits of it because you're able to get to your objectives quicker. You're able to move from point A to point B quicker. And if a team is able to synergize really well with one another and just upset anyone with it, it's going to be interesting. Especially with the fact that Grok has so much CC as well as area denial with the wall that it can set up. So I'm really interested to see how this is going to actually affect MYA going up against Resurgence, and how it's going to affect Resurgence in terms of their mentality. Like, okay, they've got a Grok, so that means that they're definitely going to be rotating a lot faster than us.
That's right.
So how do you counter a team that's already faster than you from getting to point A to point B?
Well, they could counter pick themselves though. They have Vexana on their side, which is a very slow moving mage right here. That's why most Vexana gets rapid boots for herself. But
your team is picking.
It's too early to say right here. We got 2 more slots to be filled. We got Gushen, which is very fast moving as well. And let's see what the final pick will be for MYA.
I do like for the side of Resurgence, I do like the Kagura pickup.
That's right.
We did see it used, I think, in the previous game for the side of
Resurgence. It is the same composition as game 1. It's the exact same composition as game 1.
Actually, it is the exact same composition. I was just about to highlight that actually. Very smart, very sharp eyes from you. But I think there is going to be a very interesting pickup here for the side of Honor MYA, mainly because Natalia, as well as the Lancelot being picked up here, and Kaja are now the last pickup for the side of Zion here. So we do see that swaps are going to happen for each and every one of these. Swaps are going to be happening here, as we do see Cho being picked up for the side of MYA. So they do have a lot of lockdown, they do have a lot of rotational ability, but whether or not they're able to translate that rotation into any strong and meaningful advantages is yet to be known.
That's right.
I'm actually pretty worried for the side of MYA here a little bit, mainly because of, yeah, I mean, they have the Grok, they're able to deny a lot, but I'm pretty worried in the sense that the same composition could actually work twice.
Yes, obviously, because especially MYA picking Natalia again, having Vexana yet again for themselves, having a lot of fast moving teammates in her team, but she will be having a hard time keeping up with a teammate and protecting herself. Especially Grok is always, going really aggressive and not defensive. Yeah, that's how Grok should be playing. Natalia as well, Lancelot as well, Cho as well. So right here we will see the game against, you know, MYA versus RSG right now.
And of course, this game is brought to you our official sponsor, Game
Mall.
Mall. So for everything regarding online gaming, online purchases for games, whether it's Steam Wallet codes, whether it's Mobile Legends Diamonds, make sure to go over to Game Mall. If you register now, you might be able to enjoy an awesome deal.
That's
so do
right.
not waste any time. Go over to Game Mall and register right now. So we do see that Ace now is going to go Force of Nature, could be charging up here, good spin to win. The Ace now going to go in for this early buff rate as well as 2 other members here. Oh, this could be bad for the side of Resurgence. Resurgence now 4 members collapsing on the floor. And look at the amount of damage is coming in from the side of MYA. MYA now has to flicker away. Ace is going to get taken down first. Very wise choice of him to actually slow down the pursuit. However, it seems that because of the amount of commitment that they put into it, it ends up that they're going to be starting and clawing their way from behind.
The aggression right there from MYA was good, having the ground going really aggressive on the enemy buff, but there was no backup. Natalia wasn't there. There's no pressure from the invisibility, and when Natalia is gonna come out, and there's not really so much backup to pressure RSG to walk away, and RSG was like, you know what, I'm just gonna crush on you and take you out and take the buffs for ourselves. And right now MYA is not looking good as usual from game 1.
I mean, MYA does not look very good. It seems that one of their biggest problems has always been the early game, in my opinion, and MYA is definitely not enjoying the benefit, actually enjoying a very good early game here considering. And look, Lamau now has to dash swift away from those potential kills there on the side of Resurgence. Resurgence now most likely going to push off onto the turtle here. This is going to be a very wise but slightly dangerous here because Cho is entered the top lane. They don't have priority here. We do see Padel not too far off. Padel go in. There goes a beautiful 2-man Jeet Kune Do, excuse me. And we do see Shadow now throwing out the yin yang, Shadow now trying to get as much as he can. Turtle gonna go over to MYA and a kill gonna go down. Lamau gets taken down. However, there is going to be more here. The Ace trying his best to get a kill, and nope, it's going to be VL that gets taken down from the side of Nina. So we do see Ace now. Look at the damage as he spins.
Well, I did miss something though. Who took the turtle?
I think it was for the side of MYA.
Oh my goodness, MYA doing okay for themselves right now. They are leading a bit. You know, they did start out really, you know, badly, I would say, not having the backup right there. But Natalia came in at the side, you know, waiting to kill. And they only lost a Lancelot, which is really great for themselves. 2-2 at this point. You know, 7.8k to 6.8k goal. It is looking really good for Honor MYA. They could come back from this. And right now, RSG just trying to look for an opening. Akali just standing around looking at the Grok, and he just walks away from that scary looking you know, stone right there. Oh,
I do like how members of MYA are actually rotating here. I do feel that it could be very wise for them to try to take advantage. Oh, look at that. Zane in a lot of trouble here. He goes for the Wiki Shadow kill, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to be Lamau that takes him down. And we do see now MYA being pushed out from the side of Resurgence. Resurgence Singapore team showing what Singaporean fierceness is all about. There goes the spin right onto it. Spinning to win is going to be the Akali. The ultimate is good from the side of Resurgence. Resurgence now going to go in. There goes Nina, gets away, doesn't want to be a part of anything here. We do see Lion. Excuse me, we do see so much action here for side BT and BL. They're gonna most likely gonna get taken down. And we do see Padel now most likely gonna get taken down as well. Oh, BL as well with the killing spree. This is an insane team fight here. Wow. And it could be a wipeout for the side of MYA.
Ooh, Bane is still alive though on the bottom side of the map. Meanwhile, all this action was happening. Lancelot is not even there, was pushing the bottom lane for themselves, gets a tower for themselves, and that was a really good trade-off for on MYA. On MYA going for the total right now for themselves, 13,000 gold to 10,000 gold, 8 kills to 4, 5 minutes in. That was really great for MYA.
Very good indeed from the side of MYA. I do like what I'm seeing thus far. For the side of in terms of itemization already, we do see that everyone does have the boots up already. What do you think about these boot purchases?
Rapid boots. That is the fastest boots in the game. Everybody having it.
Except for the Vexana.
Except for the Vexana, which is quite funny right here because she needs the speed the most for herself.
She definitely needs it.
She's the slowest moving teammate in Honor MYA, but she need you know, wizard boots to get you know, extra gold for assist. And right now we're looking on MYA, more aggression from this Grok right here. Everybody's just running away from DH. Really scared looking. Hayabusa on the bottom side trying to get the Hermit Crab for themselves, and fight my comments here. Grok is just full on aggression. DH gets the wall on the Kagura.
BL.
Wow.
Decides to flicker over the wall.
No, that was not a flicker. That was you know,
one of the skills.
Yeah, one of the skills.
Sorry about that. Didn't see that properly. So we do see that VL now might have to flicker back and forth. The Ace trying to get close to get that Wrath of Nature. Oh, it's going to be Cutie Pie XOXO with the side of VT here. They're gonna go over for Dell. And it seems that QT doesn't want any more of that at all. So we do see some slows here coming in for the side of MYA. MYA not appreciating this level of power here that's being shown from the side of on MYA.
From what we're looking here, it is 8-4 still, 16,000 to 50,000. The goal advantage is still neck to neck. You know, not so much of a difference on MYA. It looks like they had the control, but let's not count them, count RSG out yet. They did come back from, you know, the running state competition. My goodness, Kagura takes out the landslot though.
And that was just another massacre here for the side. Lamau is going to be looking at a gray screen. Look at that way of the dragon right onto it. The Ace now has to go in, wanted to go in, but was able to survive the onslaught of damage here coming in from the side of Resurgence. Resurgence now setting up a split push.
RSG running the same composition earlier, and now it seems like they are grasping onto the objectives for themselves. You know, Hayabusa getting the bottom lane tower for themselves along with the mid lane. Kagura tries to push it really hard until Ace as the Grok comes back to try to defend it for Honor MYA and trying to, you know, hold on to the lead, but it is neck to neck right now. As I observe from for now, I would say that RSG does have a better composition.
Oh wow, that was a beautiful ultimate. They're coming in from the Ace, but it's not going to be enough. Where were the rest of the teams when you needed them the most?
That's right. You know, RSG having the better composition, you know, they scale really well into the late game. They have the Hayabusa, they have the Kagura. As I mentioned earlier, it's just game one all over again for RSG, and it is on MYA, you know, whether they are able to win this. RSG just knows what they're doing at this point.
I mean, it's definitely really good to see that Resurgence now has the upper hand, and I do hope that they are able to hold on to it and maintain it, considering that Resurgence has been pretty weak coming into this entire tournament. So I feel like they could have done a lot better. I could have felt, but you know, could have, would have, should have is what they say. So we do see that that's not going for the Thorn Rose.
Right, it's okay. I mean, right now RSG, although they're not too far apart, but
Zion gets hit up. A mega kill happens off screen though. Nicely done for Nina, but will it be enough as well? Ace now gets hit with the Hurricane, and oh my goodness, the kill gonna go over towards members of Honor MYA. Honor MYA going up and pushing it out. Zane going to get taken down as well as Padel and the Ace. So it seems that the the advantages are slowly shifting in favor of Honor MYA.
That's right. What was I trying to say was RSG, you know, being not so far behind. It's really bad for Honor MYA because they scale really well into the late game. It's not saying much that they're leading quite a bit for now. Honor MYA has to do more in order to close this game out for themselves right here. My goodness. And also Vexana having a hard time trying to keep up with his teammates that's currently roaming around, walking around the map right here, and she's just slow moving, trying to follow, and it's very hard for her to position in the team fight as well. So yeah, that's that.
I mean it's definitely something in terms of how you consider your positioning when especially when if you're a tank, you tend to be a little bit more forgiving in terms of positioning, mainly because that you have the sustain and the resistances to actually survive it. We do see the ace now growing smaller inside. The dive is going to be good. Nice, he does inside of the ace.
My goodness, Kaya tries to stop it, but you know,
godlike happening for the side of Nina here. Nina's performance is just off the roots here.
Wow, 2 people down on RSG, and right now MYA will be trying to take the Lord for themselves. He's already half health down. RSG trying to stop this from happening, and it looks like RSG has no contest for this. Lord has been slain by Natalia.
Ooh. Zion now tries to go for it. Oh, beautiful knockup. There goes the way of the dragon right onto it. Padel takes 2 turret shots for that, but it's going to be enough. Lord now is going to be coming in for the side of Honor MYA, and this could be the equalizer here that they so need and so want to upset the members of the Singaporean team of Resurgence.
Honor MYA doing a little bit more for themselves, trying to bridge, trying to you know, run away, you know, trying to be higher in terms of goal advantage, in terms of kill advantage against RSG, because RSG, like we mentioned before, skills really well into the late game. Hayabusa is a taking bomb that they have to stop right now.
Oh boy, look at the amount of damage is coming in here. Oh, we do see that the ace now is going to be in the middle of the fight here, trying to at least scatter them around, but no, it's not going to be enough, as Lamar will be the first one to get taken down.
Wow, Lancelot getting locked by the Akali right there. RSG doing well in this team fight though. This could be the comeback. The Lord was there, but Natalia, however, is on the top lane. Will be trying to take top lane tower on the MYA.
They've got to be careful. They just got to be careful of how strong Nina is, considering that Nina is able to one-shot most of them with maybe 3 or 4 swipes of the claws.
That's right.
So I do feel that, yeah, I think it would be wise to gang up on her, to gang up on the top side and give it a little bit of priority. However, I do also believe that if it didn't kill you, then it's just gonna make you stronger. So I do feel that feeling of weirdness is definitely there, considering how stoic some of these players are. But you know, it is what it is. Right. And we do see now that over to the bottom side, we do see, over to the bottom side, they are going to be setting up this little bit of a push here for the side of Resurgence. However, MYA is actually going to be coming in to try to get this counter up here. What do you think about what the strategy is coming in for the side of Resurgence? They aren't ahead by any means, but they still have a pretty good, decent balance between themselves and MYA's goal factor.
Right now, Natalia is a problem for them, and Natalia has been doing really well. Oh, it looks like Lancelot will be caught out here. Kaya takes him out right now. 13 minutes in. My goodness, RSG will be winning this team fight. Brock will be taken down by the Hayabusa. Just we were thinking on MYA could have won the game, could have, you know, get the advantage for themselves. RSG turns the table around against on the MYA. They are currently looking for the Natalia. Natalia is in the middle of this situation right here. RSG wants to end the game right now because Hayabusa has reached a level 15 and their team is currently really strong with their item spikes. My goodness, almost 13 minutes in, almost 40 minutes in already. Natalia is running around the map trying to get away from this, and right now we have 50 seconds until Lord will respawn. Vexana trying to, you know, trying to play nice with his teammates right here, going along with Cho, trying to walk with him and going onto the bottom lane. Want to catch this Hayabusa out. Rock will be trying to defend this against Hayabusa.
Alright, so we do see that there is going to be pathing towards the mid side here. We do see Resurgence really wants that mid turret, but at what cost will they be able to get that mid turret here, considering that so many of them are able to engage from a certain amount of range? But it seems that in terms of MYA they've already made the necessary adjustment in terms of how they want to be fighting it. So we do see Nina with another easy kill. Two hit and Bane is gone. The Natalia pick is paying off right now.
on a MYA 40,000, 41,000. I mean, the goal advantage is still neck to neck, but right now MYA controlling the game because they have the Natalia presence, they have the Lancelot. They're doing really well for themselves, and there you go.
VL might actually get taken down. Will he be able to go for this? It's only Nina against one. Oh, Nina with it. Will be able to escape though.
My goodness, Natalia will not get out from this. There's two people hammering onto him. Gets the shutdown, but at what cost? On the MYA has lost their most important assassin player, and Hayabusa is here to play around with his teammates, trying to get away from the situation, but gets targeted as well. Is an assassin 1-2 trade. Even Kagura was taken down by Honor MYA. Honor MYA just come up, being to be the advantageous one in this situation. But Kaya, trying to bait 3 people, trying to get around this situation. Gronk really aggressive. Gets the
there goes a nice little wall for the side of DAs here. VT is stuck in the middle with you.
What is going on? Is this a lag right here? Everybody just standing.
Oh, nicely done there, Padel. Just giving that Jeet Kundo third charge there to just get knocked up a little bit. Wow. Just a little bit of a very basic harass here. So we do see that coming in towards the top side, towards the bottom side turret. We do see the Ace is hanging out in the jungle again. It seems that his team loves to hide in the jungle, in my opinion, and stalk their prey.
Loves to ambush their opponents right here. Natalia is indeed a bush hero because her invisibility is triggered by staying in the bush for 2 seconds. So Nina right here trying to look for Hayabusa. Gets 2 hit, 3 hit, 4 hit, and there he goes. 2,000.
Snap, crackle, and pop. Now that is what I was talking about. The amount of damage that Zane took was just enough. It was one of those blink and you miss it.
It was 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, and 2,000, and there he goes.
So much damage.
Right now, RSG though has has enough space here to take down the top lane turret for themselves, and it looks like RSG might be in trouble. Grok is here, Cho is here as well. Will be getting the Bane for themselves. 19-13, and Natalia getting the Kagura as well.
Wow, this is going to be very good here for the side of MYA. MYA now trying to take advantage again. There goes the Thorn Rogue, and it's going to be a kill there for the side of Honor MYA. Honor MYA gonna go for it, and there goes the double kill here. Wow, Zerino. Zion's the only one left, and this could be the start of game over for the side of Big or for the side of Honor MYA. As much as I want to say the game's in the bag for MYA, all they need to do is just get out of there, we all know that that's a lie. We all know that's a lie. So
MYA taking the game for themselves, taking Lord, taking the objectives for themselves. They're still losing in turrets, but their team composition has outshined the current composition of RSG. They've played with RSG in game 1. They're having a taste of what RSG could do, and they did some adjustment, having the Vexana, and Vexana, adapting to his team composition really well, having the Grok that is, I would say, overly aggressive, but it did work out for them, so it's really good.
I kind of agree with you, sometimes the Grok being a little bit too over aggressive, but remember, you gotta understand that with tank rooms being a thing, and the fact that Grok himself is very muscular and very big himself, I'm pretty sure that there will be like a separate kind, not to say a separate kind, but at least some kind of a change. Oh wait, before that though, before I complete the centers, we might actually see a big fight here coming up with the top side. I'm going to call it out, and it's going to be Resurgence now that might have to be very careful on this. There goes Bane Ultimate. Oh, here comes the big fight here. Oh, Killing Spree onto the Akai. Akai now taking a little bit too much damage. It's got to be careful on how they approach this fight.
Wow, Natalia getting all the towers for themselves while all the distractions was done on the top lane. Grok just running around, getting knocked around, but still alive right there. MYA getting a kill for themselves, getting more kills for this last one.
Oh, there he goes. Nicely done there.
Oh my god, Natalia getting the tower already. No time wasted on the MYA, coming back from the loss of game 1, taking the second game for themselves on the MYA. Draws the game, draws the series.
Wow, drawing the series is definitely something to look forward to, in my opinion, considering that how some of the teams are very fierce players. Like, I do like the fact that a lot of these a lot of these teams are actually really doing well. It's just that they don't have that extra oomph, you know what I mean? That extra something to help them push themselves up to international level, or at least the Southeast Asian level. I do think that with Mobile